Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Nick, this is my mom Jen,
Hi guys.
and today I'm very excited because we are watching Dune.
Dune, and I have never seen it and have no idea what this is about.
So this is based on a book that came out back in, I want to say it was like the 60s by Frank
Well, I
Herbert.
that's why that's familiar to me because my dad liked science fiction
Oh,
stuff, and I'm
really?
sure that he read it and my brothers read it. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, that's
And
why the name was ringing a bell, but I
yeah,
had no idea.
and it's funny. So you know how when it comes to fantasy, everyone either copies or is inspired by Lord of the
Hmm.
Rings? Dune is kind of like that for sci-fi. It's one of the sort of like grandfather stories of science fiction,
Oh.
and a lot of stuff that came later was very much inspired by it, including Star Wars and
Oh.
Warhammer 40K
Yeah.
and other series like that. They sort of took a lot of cues from this book.
Hmm.
It's very just influential for the sci-fi
Okay.
genre overall. Because yeah, Frank Herbert wrote several of the books, and then I think after he died, his son Brian wrote like the rest of them
Um.
and whatnot. And then this movie adapts. I want to say like the first half of book one, because back in the '80s there was a David Lynch movie with I think even like Sting had like a part of
Oh,
that
really?
movie
Oh, yeah.
with Kyle MacLachlan played like
Mm-hmm.
one of the main characters, but like that one was sort of like sort of cheesy, and
Uh,
it's like
Campy.
cult classic
Yeah.
campy type thing, but
Yeah.
still not as great. And then, but just because the book is very sort of epic in scope, a lot of people considered it kind of like unadaptable for like
Oh,
the proper story.
yeah.
But the like I say, it's sort of first half of book one, and it's directed by Denis Villeneuve. He's the guy who did Arrival with Amy
Oh,
Adams,
okay. Yeah.
so he's sort of proven himself to be like kind of the king of sci-fi movies,
Mm.
yeah, this is very sort of it's like tens and tens of thousands of years in the future, sort of like Galactic Empire type of thing,
Okay.
like very
Yeah.
sort of, and then it's a very star-studded cast
Well, I only recognized Javier Bardem from
on the cover,
the
yeah.
cover, but who else is in it?
So Timothy Chalamet plays the
Oh,
main character. We saw him in
yeah, I know who he is.
Interstellar
Yep,
and other stuff,
yeah.
and Zendaya is in this one.
Oh, Alexander.
Good old MJ, and then there's Moon Knight, Oscar Isaac.
Oh,
He's in this one, and
okay.
then like a whole bunch of others. It's like one of the
Yeah.
most star-studded casts I've ever seen.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I haven't read the book so far. It's on my list, but I've sort of read a lot about like events in this movie, kind of as they compare or contrast
Mm.
with events in the books. So as always, I am your compendium, your guide through these strange new worlds, and I can
Okay.
sort of point out stuff. And yeah, it's going to be kind of a fun adventure, and let's check it out.
At nightfall, the spice harvesters land. They ravage our lands in front of our eyes.
Ooh.
Hmm.
The Harkonnens came long before I was born. By controlling spice production, they became obscenely rich. Richer than the...
Ah, Drax.
Mantis,
Ah.
look out!
But one day, by imperial decree, they were gone.
The size of that ship.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And a
Why
whole
did
bunch
the
of them.
Emperor choose this path?
Hmm.
And who will our next oppressors be?
Part one.
Oh, that's the name of this movie, or there's several
N-
parts in the movie.
Well, the name of the movie.
Ah, wow. Look at the year.
House Atreides.
Father wants you in full dress before the Emperor's herald arrives.
Hmm.
Full dress.
Recognize her?
Yes.
Rebecca Ferguson. We saw her in Doctor Sleep.
Right. Yes.
Use the voice.
Mom, I just woke up.
Hmm.
Give me the water.
Almost.
Preferring to inhabit the remotest regions of Arrakis, the Fremen share the deep desert with the giant sandworms, known to the Fremen as Shai Hulud. Long exposure to spice has given the tribe their characteristic blue eyes.
So they're like glowing.
Yeah.
For the Fremen, spice is the sacred hallucinogen. For the Imperium, spice is used by the navigators of the Spacing Guild to find safe paths between the stars.
And it's only found on that one planet.
So they're not talking like oregano and
No. The Spice Melange.
wow, it's like a big egg.
Yeah. Yeah, the scale in this movie is off the charts,
Hmm.
as is the costume design.
What the hell? Oh, they're the inside of there, maybe?
Smile, Gurney.
Oh, there's Josh Brolin.
How much will it cost them, traveling all this way for this formality?
3 guild navigators, a total of 1.46 million, 62 salaries round trip.
In this universe, AI and robot are like banned. So
Oh,
like
that's
humans have been sort of modified to be like thinking really
okay.
advanced. So that's he did like a calculation there.
Oh,
House Atreides shall immediately take control of Arrakis and serve as its steward. Do you accept?
Well, in this public venue, I'm not sure if I can.
yeah.
We are House Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray. The Emperor asks us to bring peace to Arrakis.
Yeah, they call themselves that because they can trace their descent from Atreus, who was the father of Agamemnon, the
Oh.
leader of the Greeks in the Trojan War.
Oh.
And this is like tens of thousands of years in the future, so.
So it's done.
It's done.
Hmm.
Hmm.
A boy. Hey. Calm, boy. So you're going to Arrakis tomorrow with the advanced team?
Ah, Jason Momoa.
Aquaman!
Ah.
I've been having dreams. I saw you lying dead,
Oh,
fallen in battle.
he wants to hear. Oh no.
Oof.
If I had been there, you'd be alive.
The great houses look to us for leadership, and this threatens the Emperor. By taking Arrakis from the Harkonnens and making it ours, he sets the stage for a war. By making an alliance with the Fremen. That's what I've sent Duncan Idaho to arrange.
What if I'm not Dad?
Like you.
The future of House Atreides.
A great man doesn't seek to lead. He's called to it. And he answers.
Look at Aragorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your answer is no. You'll still be the only thing I ever needed you to be. My son.
Aw. It's very comforting when people like that are like in power. People with, say, like a conscience and morals, and I am so jealous of his magnificent beard.
Yes.
It is just
Nice
beautiful.
Choose your blade.
I've had quite a day, Gurney. Give us a song instead. That's rude.
The slow blade penetrates the shield.
That's so cool.
I have you.
Aye. But look down, my lord. You're to join me in death.
Yeah. The sci-fi stuff in this movie is like top notch, eh?
It's
Wow.
fantastic. Oh, this guy.
How can the Emperor take everything we've built and give it to that Duke? How?
Don't be too sure it's an act of love.
Oh, that guy.
Mm-hmm. Recognize?
The Atreides voice is rising.
I think so. Give me a sec.
A dangerous, jealous man.
Eric Selvig.
It is. Good old Skarsgård.
Yeah.
So you can imagine how awesome this would have been in theaters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Reverend Mother Geisel was here. She was my teacher at the Bene Gesserit school. She's now truth sayer to the Emperor himself. She would like to meet you.
Why?
She wants to know.
Just
about
woke
your
up.
dreams.
Yeah.
Defiance in the eyes, like his father. Leave us.
You must do everything the Reverend Mother tells you.
You dismissed my mother in her own house.
Come here. Kneel.
Jeez.
How dare you use the voice on me?
It is a much cooler Jedi mind trick.
Put your right hand in the box. Your mother bade you obey me. I hold at your neck the Gom Jabba. Poison needle. Instant death. The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box?
Yeah.
Oh.
She can feel it too.
Well, she knows what he has to do.
Yeah.
Because she belongs to the Bene Gesserit school as like a sister, so this is like her
Mhm.
superior. And she knows that her son has to
Silence.
go through this. Mm.
Remember, there's no fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings obliteration.
She's helping him through, kind of.
No, this is just her like comforting herself.
Yeah. But he seems to.
Enough.
Oh,
We sort of found a moment of clarity.
yeah.
If you had been unable to control your impulses like an animal, we could not let you live. You inherit too much power.
What, because I'm a Duke's son?
Because you are Jessica's son.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, young human. I hope you live.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Their version of you take care now, I guess.
So much potential wasted in a male.
Hmm.
You were told to bear only daughters, but you in your pride thought you could produce the Kwisatz Haderach.
Was I wrong?
The Bene Gesserit can control every aspect of their bodies, right down to what gender their baby will be.
What?
So she chose to have a boy instead of a girl.
On Arrakis, we have done all we can for you. A path has been laid. Let's hope he doesn't squander it.
Yeah, so they're like a religious order that sort of manipulates politics kind of for their own
Okay.
kind of gain.
Got some splaining to do.
What does it mean? That I could be the one?
You heard.
You can see the Matrix.
A mind powerful enough to bridge space and time.
Yeah, it's not every day you find out you might be the chosen one.
Whoa. It's like a monolith or something.
That shot is amazing. Hans Zimmer, you beautiful bastard.
Yeah. We're here. Bagpipe.
Mm-hmm.
You see that coming.
Yep. Even like 30,000 years in the future, we're still
There's
got
still
bagpipes.
bagpipes, yeah.
Don't be fooled by the welcome. They follow their old master's rules, mandatory attendance.
Remember Raphael and Zorro? It's like, I know you're not happy to see me.
Yeah.
You're threatened to stand out in the sun.
Oh. Looks like a Decepticon of some sort.
Listen, Al-Gaib. Voice from the outer world. It's their name for Messiah. That means the Bene Gesserit have been at work here.
When they said they laid a path. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Ornithopters, it said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool how like all of the technology and the culture really feels like distinct
Mm-hmm.
and like ancient also for how advanced it is.
Yeah.
What do they say about this hellhole again?
To shower, you scrub your ass with sand, my lord. That's...
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Shiframin.
You know the ancient tongues.
I know many things. I know that you have a weapon concealed in your bodies.
Oh.
The weapon is meant as a gift. If you are truly the one.
Oh.
Do you know this?
It's like it's made out of a bone or something. Or...
It's a grist knife. It's a make.
Oh no, what the hell? Is she supposed to kill herself or something?
When you have lived with prophecy for so long, the moment of revelation is a shock.
It's kind of like religious, like ecstasy.
Yeah, okay.
Tooth of Shai.
Oh, it's a tooth.
Of the worm.
Whoa.
They made it into a knife. That's freaking awesome. Man, you would have no chance on this planet.
No kidding, right?
Way too hot.
Me with how warm I get, yeah.
Plants cling to life in a parched, nutrient-poor landscape.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Something come to kill him, or like those things that tried to kill Padme? That. Holy crap.
Harkonnen agent was cemented into that hole 6 weeks ago. Ran the hunter-seeker through a water pipe inside the walls.
Wow.
He was inside the wall for 6 weeks.
You have my resignation.
You would deprive us of your talents at this time.
Sire, my honor demands...
They tried to take the life of my son! I don't give a damn about your honor. You want absolution? Go catch some spies.
Your Grace.
Yeah. We need everyone we can get.
Wow, 6 weeks. Ooh.
The thing must leave.
You can speak without fear. Our pet doesn't understand.
Human hands.
Duke Leto Atreides means nothing to our order. But his wife is under our protection, and by extension, her son. Allow them the dignity of exile.
What, he just wants to kill them off?
House Harkonnen would never dream of violating the sanctity of your order. I give you my word. We will not harm them.
Yeah, because the Emperor forced the Harkonnens off the planet, and then they just said his army will be with the Harkonnens. So there's some machinations afoot.
She sees too much.
I said I would not harm them, and I shall not. But Arrakis is Arrakis. And the desert takes the weak. My desert. My Arrakis. My Dune.
He's so fat that he has like anti-gravity unit kind of like in his back to like move his body for him so he can float.
This is Duncan, Idaho.
My own Duncan, Idaho. Yeah, some very interesting names considering they're so far in the future, but they're like Duncan and Paul and
yeah.
Stop there.
Oh, he's walking with some tubes.
Hey!
There we go.
Sir, I respect the personal dignity of any man that respects mine.
Oh!
Thank you, Stilgar, for the gift of your body's moisture.
Oh. It means something different here.
when you live in the desert, moisture is precious. Any sort of water.
Okay, makes sense.
So to give
Everybody... Oh no!
Hakalugia to the table.
I know you've suffered at the hands of the Harkonnen. Name what you want.
I ask for this. Do not seek our sieges. Do not trespass in our lands.
Yeah, I mean, it's their home.
Yeah.
But your sieges will be yours forever. And you will never be hunted while I govern here.
That's very honorable. I must go. That's all I have to say to you.
I'm out.
Honor requires that I be elsewhere. She.
Oh.
Mm.
Is that different than on Pandora?
I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judge of the change, sire. Dr. Liet Kynes.
My Lord Duke, with your permission, sire, I must check the integrity of your suit.
Oh. He's ready to shank a fool.
Yeah.
A still suit is a high-efficiency filtration system. It cools the body and recycles the water lost to sweat. Inside the mask, you'll find a tube to allow you to drink the recycled water.
Oh.
Ingenious.
Yeah. So much sand.
It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've never really seen this before. I mean, much more advanced civilization coming to a desert region for
Yes.
resources, fighting off violent natives.
Yeah. All new to us.
Never happened before.
Yeah.
Is on intercept course to your position. Contact in 5 minutes.
So what happens now?
They'll call a carryall to lift the crawler. They'll harvest right up to the last minute.
It's like a regular part of their business, like
Yeah.
looking for worms and.
There's the worm.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. And here it comes.
Yep.
We'll find a way.
Remember he said he wanted to be a pilot, so. The spice melange.
Pay attention here, guy. It's huge.
Yeah, they can grow up to 400 meters in length. That's just ridiculous. Well, that spice has been kicked up by the
and that affects
Thopter's
them, right?
wings.
Yeah. Shouldn't he have that mask thing on anyway?
Wow, yeah.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh God, don't leave without him.
Yeah.
Let's take attendance here before we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Holy shit.
Fuck. It vibrates the sand so much that you sink into it. That is fucking terrifying.
Yeah. So it's gonna like just swallow the whole thing.
There goes a full load of spice.
Holy crap.
That's the mouth of the worm.
Yeah.
Wow.
She knows.
With your
right?
own eyes, it's plain to see. Everything they've left us is in shambles. We've been set up to fail.
That carryall was just old. Arrakis has seen men like you come and go.
Yeah.
Take good care of your family.
I had a vision.
What's this? Oh, Zendaya. Yeah. He seems destined to be with her. Oh no! What the hell? That's a cool visual.
Yep.
Someone.
Look at her face.
Yeah.
Blue eyes.
Are you pregnant?
I barely know that. It's only been a few weeks.
Yeah. Oh, good God. What the hell is that?
Oh, I love the scene so much.
Saduka. Si ukapade. Sakusa akita fa abula karansi. Atata.
Oh, so cool. The one scene tells you everything you need to know about them. They're like brutal warriors. They sacrifice those who don't make the cut.
Yeah.
They sort of anoint them with blood.
Oh no. What's happening?
Oh dear.
Shit's about to go down?
Security.
Oh no.
Communication disruption can mean only one thing. Invasion.
Oh no.
The housekeeper.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Did it penetrate the...
It's like drilling through the shield.
What's that? Oh shit.
That one spot on your back you can never reach.
Yeah. Oh no, the doctor is in on it?
God in heaven.
Get everything with guns off the ground! Go!
Oh no.
Oh.
This is the
Harkonnens,
Harkonnens.
Skarsgård, and also the Emperor's troops that we saw just a little while ago.
But the Emperor wanted them there, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. But he plotted and arranged for this to happen. Oh. Damn. The bomb is slows down to get in the shield, then blows up.
Holy crap, they're just taking it all out.
Mm-hmm.
What are they supposed to do now?
Well, their fleet is gone.
Yeah.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
That's right.
Yeah.
With me!
The bagpipes. You could probably imagine my enjoyment in the theater of this.
Oh, there's a lot though. Yeah.
I like that one guy works for the Baron said that, the Atreides troops are like some of the finest in the whole Imperium because they've been trained, except the Sardaukar come in. That throat singing.
They have no chance. Like, no
No.
chance. But what was his point of doing this, though? Of having them come here and then slaughtering them all?
Well, because at the beginning,
Oh,
remember
so
he
he's
said
not
that.
bad, maybe.
Wow.
Oh, well.
But I've made a bargain. I had no choice. The Harkonnens have my wife.
Mm-hmm.
They take her apart like a doll. I will buy her freedom, and you are the price.
Oh no.
I'm going to replace your back tooth. If you bite down hard, this tooth will crash. Breathe out, and you will fill the air with poison.
Oh, still sleeping?
Yeah. That pill that he took was...
Well, the doctor knew that, right? Give everybody sleeping pills. Oh, his mom's there too.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what the hell? What's happening here?
Remember he said he wouldn't harm them?
Yes.
But if he dumps them in the desert and they happen to die...
Yeah. Wow.
Sweet Odin. Look at all the missiles. Yeah, so remember at the beginning when the Duke said that the other great houses sort of looked to them for leadership, and then the Baron said that the Emperor was a jealous man.
Oh.
So he kind of set them up because he was afraid of how popular they were.
Yeah. Okay. Like Donald Sutherland in Hunger Games.
Yeah. And also the Harkonnens were obscenely rich from...
Yeah, from the spice.
From the spice, so they were also a threat. So, pulling this whole campaign off took, an enormous amount of resources. So it, destroys one rival and weakens another.
Okay, he's gonna go.
There we go.
Begin laser ignition!
Oh. Gotta be one hell of a pilot to
no kidding.
make it through this.
Yeah, he looks so weird without his beard, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Remove her gag.
Oh, he's using
the voice.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Not quite.
Remove her gag. Kill him! Stop! Cut the rope!
Wow. Oh, she's terrifying.
Yeah.
And amazing. It shows how powerful one of the sisters of her order can be.
Was too forced.
Sorry, Mom, I was trying.
crippled the ship.
Like their whole house just
Everything.
getting
Yeah.
torn apart bit by bit.
And what was I to do for you?
Deliver my wife from Arrakis.
Now that I've seen Hereditary, I'm getting some bad flashbacks to the
God.
floating.
I said I'd set her free. That you could join her.
In the desert or something.
So join her.
It was all.
Why they ever think they'll,
It
they'll
was.
hold up their end of the bargains, right?
That was all for nothing.
All for nothing, yeah.
He's still afraid of him even when he's at his weakest.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. He put the ring in there. Yeah.
Yeah, so now they know that he's gone. Well, he was a good man.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta clean up all the bodies.
Who's that? Is that him?
That would be the Baron.
Oh.
Yeah, I think what happened is he like floated up high enough to like not breathe in as much. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Coming out of the sand.
Yeah. And who are they fighting?
So the ones in white are the Sardaukar that we just saw helped out the Baron.
So they're trying to kill all the...
Well, this is a vision, so this hasn't happened yet.
Right. Oh, look at him.
And look at his eyes.
Wow.
A warrior religion that waves the Atreides banner in my father's name. Fanatical legions worshipping at the shrine of my father's skull. Get off me! You did this to me! You Bene Gesserit made me a freak!
He's got a lot going on.
Sometimes it sucks being the chosen one.
My father's dead.
Aww. His whole world is just gone.
Yep. Is that our guy? Is that Mr. Momoa? Hopefully.
Oh, finally, a friendly face.
My Lord Duke.
You're it now, man.
Their whole dynamic changes now. He's like his lord, his superior. And...
Yeah.
Arrakis could have been a paradise. The work had begun, but then the spice was discovered. Suddenly, no one wanted the desert to go away.
Mm-hmm. All about the money.
Yeah, always is. This is where they're hiding?
Mm-hmm. So silent.
Yeah. Ah, I hate the sand.
Such a cool tactic.
Yeah. Oh no. There's too many though.
They're going all Horatius on their asses.
Oh no. Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn, that's powerful.
Come on, Duncan. I knew he'd do something.
Oh, what a boss.
Yeah. Hell of a warrior, eh? Yeah.
Just like in Paul's vision.
Yeah.
Remember that beetle was there?
Yeah. Worm coming.
A worm. Can we get us out of here? Look 1, look 2, look 3. Loch Lomond. Oh yeah, there's a thumper like you said earlier.
Right. Yeah. Get it to go there instead, yeah.
Yeah, because they're drawn to rhythmic noises,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. That's why when they said they were doing that walking through the desert, they walked in an unrhythmic pattern.
That's just me every day. I don't have any rhythm.
Oh, what the fuck? What happened? Oh.
Notice how like the water sprayed out and it kind of looked like blood
Yeah.
from her suit. Yeah, the Sardaukar is what you get when you have competent stormtroopers.
Mm.
I serve only one master. His name is Shai Hulud.
That's what the Fremen call the worms.
Ah. There you go.
Taking you bastards with me.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a terrible way to die. Where you will be digested for 1,000 years.
The history of life isn't a problem to solve, but a reality to experience. A process that cannot be understood by stopping it. We must move with the flow of the process.
Well, just like Carrie Underwood sang.
What?
Take it from my hand.
Oh.
I can't
Jesus,
do
take the
this
wheel.
on
Yeah.
my own.
So it's done, finally.
The Fremen.
Kill them all.
Wow, he's got a pair of nads on him, eh?
Mm-hmm. And in that little bath, you could say he's a literal oil baron.
Yeah. About to drop out of the sky here.
Once you're out on the sand, you're worm bait. Oh, for the...
There we go.
Another happy landing.
Yeah.
Now we have to find the Fremen.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just trying to find someone.
You have much to learn. I will show you the ways of the desert.
I thought we would see more of Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure we'll see him again, probably, but just that he would have more.
Because he was the leader of one of their sort of
Yeah.
communities.
Huh?
He's from sand.
Oops.
Run!
Oh, God.
Where to, though?
Where's Kevin Bacon when you need
Yeah.
someone? He knows about running from giant worms.
Jump! Jump, 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 jump. Oh. Holy Lord. Oh my God, look at that.
Its mouth is kind of like a baleen whale.
Yeah. Oh, one of those things in the sand. Yeah.
Someone set off a thumper.
Yeah.
Oh, quick, out of the way. You get buried in it.
Yeah. Do you happen to have a fresh pair of underpants? I love how it like swims through the sand.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Do not
Your
run.
friends of Duncan.
You will only waste your body's water. Hold.
There he is, eh?
Yeah.
The boy is young. He can learn our ways. He may have sanctuary. But the woman isn't trained and too old to learn.
Oh, Jesus.
Why didn't you say you were a weirding woman and a fighter?
Our conversation ran short.
Peace woman.
Yeah.
I would not have let you hurt my friends.
Ooh. There she is.
Never even heard her coming up.
No. Well, I wasn't about to let them hurt my mom either.
Yeah. It's you, the girl of my dreams. Literally.
Johnny, take charge of the newcomers. See that they are safe on the journey. Go.
I will not have them.
What's his problem?
Yeah, his authority is kind of in question.
The Yamtal.
You may not challenge Sayadina.
Then who will fight in her name?
Jamis, don't do this.
I accept her, champion.
So he's got to fight him now.
Yeah. And the dream, he said he would teach him the ways of the desert.
Yeah.
I don't believe you're the Lisan Al Gaib. But I want you to die with honor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chris' knife was given to me by my great aunt. It's made from a tooth of Shai Hulud, the great sandworm. This will be a great honor for you to die holding it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. Oh.
Doesn't know our rule. There's no yielding under the Amtal rule. Only death is the test of it.
You can't. Well.
Oh, he's enraged. Because he thinks he's being like mocked and toyed under their sort of culture. But Paul has seen that they're friends in his vision, so he doesn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
But it's a very unfortunate situation.
But how do you... What else can he do? They didn't expect that, did they?
Nope. Because he saw the moves in his vision, so he
Right.
knew how to move and
Yeah.
step to the side. Yeah, so his vision wasn't entirely accurate.
No. And he saw that, like you said, as someone that was gonna he would be friends with, right? Could give her back her knife.
Yeah, and apparently in the book, in this scene, he sort of weeps over the guy's body, which the Fremen are sort of like, it's like an enormously big thing for them because weeping is like wasting moisture in the desert.
True,
So it's a
right.
massively important thing that he does. Like he weeps for this man that he's just killed, so it kind of like helps ingratiate him to their culture.
Mm-hmm.
If you'll have us, we will come.
Well, you come back home with one dead friend. God, the soundtrack is just so good.
And is his mom still pregnant?
Yeah, a few weeks along, and she's been almost killed a few times. There's a worm.
Yeah. Somebody's riding it. What the hell?
This is only the beginning.
That's what that doctor was doing. Remember, she took out those hooks?
Yes.
Because he can call them and they like ride them for a bit.
Ah, they're going to leave it there, and then there's going to be another.
That was Dune Part 1.
That was good.
Yeah, right?
Very good. Yeah.
Do you have any lingering kind of questions or things you were kind of confused about?
For me to figure out who was who, and so we never did see the Emperor.
No,
not yet.
No, and so like
Don't
this.
tell me it's Donald Sutherland.
No. She's still a bit scarred from Hunger Games. No, because like I say, this is part 1, and it more or less, just from what I've heard, adapts kind of the first half of the first Dune book.
Okay.
And so part 2, which I believe is coming out this year, like later on, I want to say. The only things I know in terms of cast is the Emperor is being played by Christopher Walken.
Wow.
And then his daughter, who is apparently a big character in the book, is Princess Irulan, is being played by Florence Pugh.
Oh, really?
Elena.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's the only sort of casting I've heard. There might be more since then. Feel free to kind of update me, but
Yeah.
those are
So
sort
they're
of the
keeping
bigger.
the same.
Yeah.
Chalamet. Okay.
As far as I know, it's all the same kind of cast and whatnot. Because more or less, no one would know if this movie was gonna do well at all.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the studio waited for after sort of opening weekend to like say possibly greenlight a sequel. And this did enormously well at the box office, like hundreds of millions. So they just part 2 was kind of signed on right away.
Well, now that I understand the story a bit, because at first, like I say, the first half I didn't quite get it.
I gave her some kind of context during a few breaks we took just to kind of plot out the politics and whatnot. But
yeah.
But
Okay, yeah, and I look forward to sequels now.
yeah, and the production design for this movie is just nothing short of
Wow. Oh,
sublime.
no
Like
kidding,
just
eh?
the sets, the costumes,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the bits of world building, the music, of course, Hans Zimmer,
Mhm.
flawless. I saw a comment on YouTube where someone said, "This is the most Hans has ever zimmed
Oh,
with the music." And yeah, and I love that first scene with the Sardaukar when they're like kneeling in the rain and then
oh
with the blood
yes,
and
yeah,
the throat singing going on. Like, I mean, they've there's been like hour-long kind of like versions of that sort of throat singing put
oh
on the
really,
onto YouTube, and I actually listen to it quite a lot when
yeah,
I'm like writing or whatnot. It just sort of
yeah.
puts me to this nice Zen kind of place. But yeah, like the Sardaukar, they're sort of like Emperor's elite warriors and whatnot, and like
Mhm.
that's that whole intro scene with them is a perfect example of like show don't tell.
Oh
Because
yes,
like,
yeah, right,
because
yeah.
we only hear them by name before, and then when they appear, we know that they're like hardcore, like fanatical warriors.
Yeah.
They have sort of some sort of religion because they had sort of like nun like figures sort of blessing them,
Mhm.
kind of like with the Eucharist,
Yeah,
and they blood sacrifice those who sort of don't make the cut for training, and just like but all of that we can sort of infer based on the visuals.
right,
They don't ever
yeah,
tell us anything,
true,
but
yeah,
like and then that's like all we need to know about them going forward. So like them,
yeah,
and as badass as they are, the Fremen are even more badass because
yes,
they kept like I love when they burst out of the sand each time,
yeah.
and then
Well, and like they said, they underestimated how many there probably is, right?
one that sort of kind of like I guess like travel guide to to Arrakis that
Hmm.
Paul was kind of listening to that said that nothing as much is known about them other than they are dangerous and unreliable.
Yeah,
And they're just sort
yeah,
of like the typical kind of like
yeah. Just making up stuff.
colonizer
Yeah,
attitude of like they're
yes,
just d- violent savages and
yes,
that.
yes,
But
yeah.
but yeah, and as we saw, like they can like ride the worms and
Oh
they
yeah,
sort of they
yeah,
harness the power of the desert, so
yeah.
they're not to be taken lightly.
Wow.
And yeah, so that was Dune Part One. Yeah, that's a very and you can having seen this, you can kind of tell kind of where the influences for like Star Wars and other
Hmm.
movies kind of takes place. The desert planet, Tatooine,
Yeah.
sort of force powers with the voice and like it's very just influential for a lot of sci-fi writers
Oh
and
yeah,
series and
yeah,
whatnot. But
yeah.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. This is one of my favorites that kind of came out recently. But yeah, if you want to watch the full length, I'll put a link down below to our Patreon. You
Hmm.
can check this out and all the other movies and shows that we do.
Yes, got lots on there.
Lots in there and lots to
Yeah,
come. So
yeah,
we hope you kind of stick around for the ride.
yeah.
Please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And yeah, that's all we got for you today. So we'll be seeing you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.